What's up, guys? Tom back for another video. It's time for another jazz update. I think it's been about a month since my last one, so about that time. So let's just get into it. First up here we got Nadeeka Sabaa and the Natives. I'm sure I'm butchering that name completely, but I don't know how to pronounce it. So this is a 2015 reissue on Matsui. Yeah, I've been waiting forever for this to get reissued. Well, forever, a few years, and it seems like a while. I never thought it would actually get reissued, so really nice to see. Originally released in 69 or 71. This one says 71, but I've heard 69 as well. I think that's kind of the general consensus. It was released originally around that time somewhere on Tri-Light Records. But if you don't know what this is, really nice kind of spiritual Afro jazz stuff, with some really interesting instruments being played on here, including a seaweed horn, as well as a bull horn. So seaweed horn, kind of cool. Never heard of that before. The main player on here, Nadeeka, is a basically self-imposed exilee from South Africa. He was born in South Africa, and kind of came to the U.S., started playing music. Really nice gatefold, really nice packaging overall. It does include a printed inner sleeve as well, so really cool. There's a ad for the free Angela Davis rally right there. Really cool stuff. Not ad, but a flyer, I should say, not an ad. Yeah, excellent playing in here, excellent record. I would highly recommend this if you like that spiritual Afro jazz style of music. Then I would definitely recommend this. Plunky plays on here from Oneness of Juju, so awesome stuff. Might be kind of pricey because it is an import if you're outside of Europe, I guess, but I was lucky enough to find a recently priced copy in the US, so. Alright, moving on, we have New Delta Acri, which is a group formed by Leo Smith. So it's Leo Smith, Anthony Davis, and Wes Brown. Leo Smith plays trumpet, flugelhorn, flutes, and percussion. Anthony Davis on piano, and Wes Brown on bass and flute as well. This is a live recording from 1974, recorded live in New Haven. Basically just some really nice free jazz on here. If you're into free jazz at all and you haven't heard this, I would definitely recommend it. This or second record after this, coming out on the Cabal label, which I believe was Leo Smith's own label he made to release his own stuff. So, but yeah, definitely worth checking out. Some really nice free jazz here. Some really great playing, really nice pieces, so highly recommend it. If the sleeve wants to cooperate, there we go. Alright, moving on. After that, we have one from Ornette Coleman. This is Love Call from 1971. On Blue Note record. 4 tracks on here, awesome lineup as well. You got, aside from Ornette Coleman, Dewey Redman on sax, Jimmy Garrison on bass, and Elvin Jones on drums. So really tight lineup, you know it's going to be good. And it is too. The second track, Love Call, has some really nice trading off of the horn players. Really cool. Checkout time has some great soloing as well from Ornette Coleman, so definitely recommend checking this out. I love this cover art too. There's awesome art on the back and on the front. I'll add that to my Ornette collection, pretty nice. Alright, moving on from that, we have Lloyd McNeill and Marshall Hawkins with the Tanner Suite. This is another reissue from this year, 2015. It is a mono recording, originally released in '69. If you guys know Lloyd McNeill, you know his original stuff is really hard to get. This was originally released in pressing of 1,000. They were all hand-numbered, 1,000 hand-numbered pieces. So yeah, as you can imagine, damn hard to get. But awesome, awesome playing. It's just flute and bass, but really, really good. Just haunting. Just kind of, I don't know, music just really fills the room, and it's just great. I really love this record. Listening to this one a lot lately. What else to say about this? Just definitely check it out. I don't really know what else to say other than it's just awesome. Awesome playing on here. Yeah, basically a replica of the original sleeve and original artwork, which is awesome. They should definitely do that for all records, in my opinion. But if you're not familiar with Lloyd McNeill, he's a flautist as well as a composer, a painter. Played with Eric Dolphy, also here, Nina Simone. So Ron Carter, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Tanner Sweet by Lloyd McNeill and Marshall Hawkins. I can't recommend this one enough. Alright, moving on from there, we got one of my favorites, if not maybe my favorite, ECM record, which is Dave Holland Quartet's Conference of the Birds. You got Dave Holland on bass, Sam Rivers on reeds and flute, Anthony Braxton on the same, and Barry Altschul on percussion and drums. So awesome, awesome recording right here. Just amazing free jazz. Like I said, on the ECM label, they basically start off each track by, I guess, just setting a mood and the pace, and then they just take off. This record smokes. Basically, every track is really, really good. One of those that you can play, you know, all the way through without stopping. So I love that one. Like I said, one of my favorite ECM joints, for sure. One I didn't have and I definitely needed to pick up. So, all right, moving on here. I picked up a cheap copy of Pharoah Sanders' Karma again. I do have this, but wasn't going to leave this behind for a few bucks. Not in the best of shape, especially on the cover, as you can see there. But other than that, there's really no splitting anywhere, and gatefold is in pretty decent shape, aside from the back there and a little bit of writing. The record does have some scratches on it. Original inner sleeve. Yeah, just picked it up because I wasn't going to leave it for a few bucks, you know. If someone's interested in a copy of Pharoah Sanders' Karma, it's probably like a VG, but it plays good, you know. Plays fine. I don't remember there being any skips on it. Yeah, if you want to do a trade or something, definitely hit me up, because I just picked this up as a extra listening copy. But I wouldn't mind sending it to someone or trading, whatever. So let me know. Pharoah Sanders' Karma. If you ever heard this before, I would highly recommend it. Awesome, awesome music from Pharoah Sanders. The creator has a master plan, which is probably most known for from this album. Amazing track. Alright, moving on, we got a record from someone named Dwight James, Inner Heat. This is from 1983 on Cadence Jazz. Wasn't too familiar with Cadence Jazz before I kind of picked this up and started looking into it, but really, really nice free jazz record, and just a really nice jazz label overall. Got an interview with him there on the back. But some really nice players on here as well. So Dwight James is a drummer. If you're not familiar with him, he's from Philly. Then you got Bayard Lancaster on sax, alto sax, Mitty Middleton on tenor sax, Clarence Bradley on trumpet, Khan Jamal on vibes, which is awesome, and Howard Cooper on bass. So a really, really dope lineup on there. All the tracks are awesome. I'll definitely recommend checking out first track on the A side, Jaja, I believe it's called. I'll leave a link, as I usually do, if I can remember. But yeah, awesome record, which I wasn't too familiar with. I believe this is its only record as a band leader, so pretty cool. Definitely a solid free jazz record. I'll show the label. Pretty cool label with the cow there. Cadence Jazz Records, which I guess was out of New York, Redwood, New York. Not familiar where that is, but yeah, I would definitely recommend checking out some records by some of the other players on here as well, if you're not familiar with them. Khan Jamal is an excellent player, as well as Bayer Lancaster. Both are really talented, so. Alright, moving on from that, I picked up a few BYGs here to add to my XUL collection. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm collecting those, so slowly but surely. First up here, we got Gurchan Mankour III. This is One Morning I Waked Up Very Early, or Ako de Madrugada. I'm horrible at other languages, other than Polish, but awesome shape, awesome shape. Got this for, I think it was like $10, I believe. OG. This is, if you're not familiar with this record, it is a Latin flavored jazz, free jazz, Brazilian mainly, I believe Brazilian free jazz. But definitely really nice, really chill out record mostly. For the players on here, you got Fernando Martins, Bob Gerwin, and Nelson Serra de Castro. Recorded in '69, released in '70, right about the same time as New Africa, which unfortunately this album gets overshadowed a lot by New Africa, that one kind of being the staple, I guess, of his BYG catalog of the two that he has. People know that one more than this one, but they did get reissued on one CD, and I feel that's kind of why this one gets overshadowed by that one a lot. But I would highly recommend checking this out. Like I said, Latin inspired. There are 2 Brazilian standards and 2 of his own compositions, so really good stuff though. Gurchan Mankour. One Morning I Waked Up Very Early, XUL number 33. And moving on here to the last, nope, still got 2 more. So, it was my birthday recently. I went and picked up a few things for myself for my birthday, and found this one actually for really cheap. 99 cents. Probably the cheapest BYG I'll ever find. Jimmy Lyons, Other Afternoons, XUL number 9. Just an awesome shape. The cover is pretty fucking mint, except for a little piece on the front there. But right there, I'm gonna try to clean that up. But yeah, once again, really awesome free jazz and a fucking stellar lineup on here. You got Andrew Searle on drums, Alan Silva on bass, Lester Bowie, and Jimmy Lyons. Awesome playing. And like I said, 99 cents, can't really go wrong. It was labeled as VG minus, but it definitely wasn't a VG minus. No scratches on it. Basically, it has 1 skip in 1 place, and had some smudging on it, which I was able to clean up really damn nicely. So yeah, really happy I decided to grab this. Definitely highly recommend it. This one is a, I would say each track, the first track on each side is probably a bit more free, more chaotic, and then the second track definitely chills out a bit, more into like a bop feel, more of a hard bop feel, and the first track being more free jazzy, more out there. Other Afternoons, the title track, I would definitely recommend checking out. I'll leave a link. But yeah, Jimmy Lyons, Other Afternoons, great pickup. And lastly here, another one to add to my Alice Coltrane collection. We got Alice Coltrane Eternity from 1975. This is a record where she's just doing her kind of chanting, you know, incantation thing, but amazing playing on here as well. Definitely kind of a obscure, quirky piece, I guess, in her catalog, but really good. Some excellent organ playing on here, kills it on the organ. And she does a cover of Igor Stravinsky's Rite of Spring, which is the last track on here, and just kills it, absolutely kills it. Definitely probably one of the best renditions I've ever heard. But yeah, really dope. Alice Coltrane, Eternity. Can't go wrong with this one. Being from 1975, most people might pass it over, but definitely don't pass it over. So that's it. I'm going to try to end it here. I'll come back in, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks, show what else I got for my birthday, but I'm still waiting on a few more things in the mail, so that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and like I said, I'll be back soon with some more stuff. Alright, peace.